Today I was fooling around here trying to make a great Instagram shot of this Hasselblad X2D camera. So I was thinking, why don't I just put on the cameras and show you guys how I made this shot. So first of all, thanks for the coffee, all you wonderful members supporting this channel, keeping it alive still after like 6-7 years or something. I know many of you've been around for like 7 years since I first uploaded the first video. I think it might be a whiskey bottle or a wine bottle, something like that, but that was a long time ago. But thanks for sticking around. Let's take a shot without any flashes on, and as you see, black frame, this ambient light will not affect the shot. That's good. Okay, I had this idea that I wanted to make a macro shot, beautiful macro shot of this beautiful camera, and I wanted to include the name and handmade in Sweden, and you know, the button, the orange button there. So this is the plan to make a macro shot, and you know, I can just put this camera outside in the sun and use my iPhone, of course. But why make it simple when we can make it very complicated, rigging up all this stuff, shooting tethered into my Mac. So let's do this, and I will start by putting on this remote, air remote, and then we will turn on this guy, and this is shooting from the side, you know. Okay, let's see what we get. Yes, you see this button, half of the button lit. This is very moody, nice, mysterious, my kind of style when I shoot. And you know, you could go for light straight on. That's kind of boring. Now we're highlighting one single thing on the camera. Makes it look a bit more interesting, I think. And on this flash I have a zoom reflector with a grid, 5-degree grid. Earlier when I was testing out, I had a diffusion here. But now when I look at the image, I realize it's not really necessary, because the material is matte, and the matte material can handle this bare light. We don't need to go through diffusion, but I actually have this one here, so I just want to take a test shot to see the difference. Tiny bit of a difference, bit smoother and a bit more light on the Hasselblad text I see there. So let's leave this one, let's shoot through this diffusion. And what's next? What is next? I have another flash from the back, but first we can add this mirror that we will bounce back a bit of light. So let's just put this on this side and let's take a shot. The idea now is that this light will go through this diffusion, and this diffusion will be reflected in this mirror, and that will go on to this handle on the, yes, you see there, just a touch, so it's not completely dark. It's nice to show this leather grip, I think. Then next thing I did was to put on the display on the camera. I think it will look nice to show this display. So I just turn it on, the camera on, like that. You see the H there, and then we have the display and all the information there. But if I take a shot, it will not be shown, of course, because we have this fast shutter speed, 1/800 of a second. So the display will still be black. So we need to change this shutter speed. And let's change it to, I think we need like 2 seconds. And now it's quite important that we will shut down the LED panels, otherwise they will also go into the shot. So let's try now, see if it's dark enough. So first the flash will do the job, and then we have a longer shutter speed, and then the display will be shown in the shot. Okay, there we are. Now we have a very nice shot. We are showing the display, the button, it's very nice. We have a bit of bounce back, showing the grip, and we're showing a bit of this Hasselblad text and also the name X2D, but I think the X2D text and this handmade in Sweden, I think it would be nice to show this because we're in Sweden. And how to do this? Well, we could add another light source, another flash, try to make it very small, or we can pull out my Dido light, make a super small light source, a lot of hassle, a lot of work. So we can do the simple way. We can just use a flashlight, you know, because we're at 2 seconds anyway. So probably we can just hold it over the X2D text name, and this will stick too if we shut down the LED. And let's take a test shot while I'm highlighting the X2D text. Let's see. Yeah, exactly like this. And we get a bit on the Hasselblad text also up there. A bit random, a bit nice, I think. Exactly like this. But now the display went down, but we just hit the power button again. And let's take another one. And make sure that you don't touch the camera, because then everything will be blurry. There we are. Now we have the text there. And I'm super happy with this shot. Mysterious, nice. But can we do something more? Can we take it to the next level? Maybe. Maybe. You know, when you look at the top, I mean to the above the Hasselblad logo up here, I see a tiny bit of light. And maybe we can try to add the sun. I mean, you know, low sunset or sunrise, and the light rays coming in, and that can be nice. And also if we add a bit of orange gel filter, it will look a bit more like the sun, and there will be some light going into the lens, you know. So let's try this. Let's put on this flash I have at the back. It's very low. Do you even see this? Not in this camera. Flash with a 10-degree small grid, so the light will not, you know, go everywhere. And then just a CTO filter. I fold it once, so it's like half a stop, I think, of CTO filter. And let's turn on this guy, and it's full power. Okay, first of all, let's turn off the LED here, so we will not get some light pollution. And also, let's turn off the modeling light at the back, and let's see what we will get. Yeah, that's nice. I see the display is looking kind of weird. How would this look with the display on and with the light painting? Wow. Wow. I love this shot. What do you say? And when we're shooting into the lens with this flash, we decrease the contrast of the whole shot. lifts up the black point, and that's so nice. And a bit of orange from this CTO, the gel, you know. I'm super happy with this. I think it looks amazing. I can show you all the photos actually, all the test shots. As you see, this is the first one. Kind of flat, boring, too much light, the wrong angle. Then you just have to keep on pushing, you know, moving the flash. Where should I put the flash, you know? At first I thought I had a great angle. First I started like this from the top, but that was totally wrong. And then I moved it to the side, and suddenly I got what I wanted. I had this in my head. I want to highlight the H button there from the side, half of it only lit up, and then, you know, I moved on. So there we are. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the coffee. If you'd like to be a member supporting this channel, join the Coffee to Supporters. You're not only supporting the channel, I mean, you also get a lot of extra material. Right now it's over 70 members only, exclusive members only videos. So join if you like, and hit the like button. That's very good for the video. And also share if you want. And remember, as always, I will see you next
time.